ladies, welcome back. So today's video is going to be for all of you ladies who have found the dating world like really, tiring, and you've had a lot of bad experiences, or maybe you've had quite a bit of, situations where it ended after 2 or 3 years. It's for all of you who haven't found the results that you are looking for. And you're maybe getting ready to own your desires of finding forever love, your forever husband, your forever relationship. So if this is you, if you're tired of the short-term relationships, keep on watching. So it says dating in 2023. Okay. So really and truly, we're explaining the hookup culture cycle, because that's what you are dealing with. You're dealing with hookup culture all around you and within you. So you may think that hookup and hookup culture doesn't apply to you if you are in 1 or 2 year relationships. But hookup, what it means is to have casual sex or have a casual fling for a short period of time. So for a relationship coach, such as myself, and for someone who has been married for almost 13 years, which is myself too, a 2-year relationship is also a short-term relationship in my view and in my world. Because again, my world is for women who don't want temporary situations. My world is for women that want the fairy tale and the happily ever after. This is the type of women that I cater to. Okay, so you may think that a hookup is only a one-night stand, but when you are committing yourself to someone that has not committed to you, this really and truly is hooking up. Okay, so a lot of people out there bitch and moan that guys not proposing, guys hot and cold, guy this and that, like any problem that you can think of, it comes back to not being all in. Okay, when you enter a business or anything in life half-assed, like not all in, the results that you get from that are half-assed too. Okay, when you are not all in, all kinds of issues and problems come from that. So you're like, well, but I'm all in. He has to be all in too. And you know what all in means? All in means a full-fledged, full-blown commitment to you. A commitment that is a full life commitment includes a financial commitment. And that is what marriage is. So a lot of you may have weird experiences with the marriage topic, like if you had a failed marriage, maybe you stopped believing in that. So let me get this straight. So you stopped believing in a full-fledged commitment Well, if you stop believing in a full-on all-in commitment, then why are you expecting the other person to give you the stuff that you get from a full-in commitment? Right? So a lot of you think that, or believe, and I'm not here to convince you, but these videos and all of these things are food for thought. If what you have been doing has not been giving you results, then you have people like myself and other people out there that are coaches and that are having particular codes of conduct and frameworks, which are the masculine containers surrounding masculine containers. It means the boundaries, for you to achieve a particular set of results. Okay, so that's why us coaches exist. And if you come from a pattern of not getting the results you want, then these channels, such as this one, they invite you to think and consider different things and use a different approach to get different results. So if you come from a place where you didn't think marriage was important, and the thing that I've heard that I find really funny is the one where they say, I don't need the government to dictate my relationship. I'm like, that is the last, like, I would have never thought of it like that, okay? But let me tell you, when a man is pledging his assets to you via a marriage, not just to you, but your unborn offspring, your unborn children, he is intentionally showing you that he wants to be all in. Again, what happens after the marriage is a different story. But when you don't have that intentionality about being all in, why do you expect anything else? Why do you expect the fairy tale? Why do you expect all the benefits that come with a full-on, all-in commitment in a relationship? So I'm going to make a separate video on this. In my practice, we don't do the boyfriend thing, okay? Because the boyfriend thing is another iteration of hookup culture, where you are giving a random guy the benefits of a wife. Wife means a full-on, all-in committed person. You're giving him the wife benefits when you're not really getting the wife benefits, because the wife benefits comes with your name in his insurance, your name in his will, his assets being half to you and your unborn children, and the intention of it, the all-in commitment. Okay, so the boyfriend thing, you remove yourself from the market. You remove yourself from the opportunity of meeting someone meeting someone out there that wants to be in an all-in life commitment with you. So the other day, somebody, like a couple weeks ago, I kid you not, 5 different women ask me, what can I do to move in with my boyfriend? And like literally like 5 different people in a week asked me the same thing. And I'm like, I can't teach you how to overgive. I can't teach you how to give yourself for free. I can't teach you how to give wife benefits to a guy that hasn't given you wife benefits. I can't teach you to put yourself in an unfavorable position. I can't teach you that, because when you are removing yourself from the dating market for someone who you're getting to know, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. A lot of you are thinking that, well, I need to know this person before I marry them. So it doesn't work that way. You know it by now, that being with someone in an uncommitted relationship for situationship for 1 or 2 years, it means nothing. Because yeah, they got to know you, and then at the end of the day, they're like, right? So a man is looking for 2 different things. He's either looking for the woman who he can buy a ring to, and mind you, every healthy man out there, all healthy men out there are looking for a princess, a queen that they can buy diamonds for. I'll say that again. Every healthy man out there is looking for the woman worthy of diamonds and all his net worth, whatever it is, given to her. Either that, his dream girl, you know, all those love songs written for women, you know, all those jewelry and diamonds and things, they are meant for the men to buy them to women, to the dream women, the woman that will be the mother of his children. So he's either looking for the dream girl or for a hookup. And the hookup can last a month or 2 or a year or 2, right? And then he'll move on. So the video that I'm gonna make about this topic is, are you a placeholder? Because when you're someone's girlfriend, you're hooking up with this person for a number of months or years while he meets someone who will get him so riled up to go and buy a ring. Let me tell you, when I first moved to Canada 13 years ago, when I met my husband now, I was seeing him, you know, I was dating him. I was circular dating for sure. And one of my friends at the time, she is, you know, born and raised in Canada. She told me, like, so Monica, like, so now you live in Canada. When are you going to move in with him? And I said, what? What do you mean? She's like, yeah, you know, that's what we do here. That's what we do here. And I was like, well, great for them, but men are men in Canada, men are men in Germany, men are men in Mexico and in China. Men are men everywhere. They're the same. Okay, and I can tell you that after having lived in 4 different countries, right? And after studying human nature my entire life. And what I teach is based on human nature. Okay? So I said, no, why would I do that? Why would I put myself in that situation where I remove all my options? You know, no, I would only do that for a fiance or a husband, for a husband. So what happened after? This lady that asked me this, she is in her late 40s and she is chronically going from guy to guy every couple of years. She's a single mother, has a couple of kids with a couple of different guys, and she has a boyfriend for 2 or 3 years. They all do the same thing to her. Welcome to hookup culture. So no, I didn't move in with my now husband until I had a wedding date and a ring. We got married within a couple months. Okay? And going back to the topic of knowing someone. So knowing someone doesn't mean they get to test drive you. Knowing someone, getting to know someone, doesn't mean they get to open your legs and, know everything you have in between and back and forth. Knowing each other doesn't mean they get to use you and discard you if they don't like you. Getting to know someone means that you learn this person's values, what they stand for, what they want in life in the long term, their views of life, what they want for their lives, all their core values. I'm not talking about what hobbies they have. I'm not talking about what things you have in common. I'm talking about like deep values. So when you are actually getting to know someone, you are to be finding core values about themselves and their family, what they stand for, what they look for in life. And so long you have the same values, chances are it's going to stand the test of time, because hobbies and interests and things, they fluctuate, they change over the years. So getting to know you, and if it works, kind of like, oh, you have to live with someone to really know them, right? I think, yeah, to a degree, but I'm gonna make a separate video about, there's a specific scientific study about cohabitating and the rate of divorce if you lived with your boyfriend or whatever or not. Basically, the bottom line is, these are called inertia relationships, kind of like where you think that living with someone and that kind of stuff is like a natural progression towards full-on commitment. It's not. The couples that were marriages that came from inertia, kind of like it happened without intention, these are the couples that end up splitting. Why? Because men, when they meet a woman that sweeps them off their feet, or no, how do you say that, they are head over heels for. Men, when they meet the woman that is like, whoa, takes their breath away, That's why they say first impressions are everything. When they meet this kind of woman, that they're like, whoa, like, whoa, like, these men, they want to put a ring on it. If you really make that impression on them, and over the next few couple dates, they know they want to marry you, right? So no, it doesn't take a century. It doesn't take them using you and abusing you. It doesn't take them to, okay, let me see your tits first and see if I like them. Let me see if you know, if you can blow me well. Like, it doesn't take any of that for them to know you. So hookup culture is when you're going from guy to guy to guy, whether it be temporary in a week, temporary as in a month or 2 or 3, temporary as in a year or 2. So my invitation to you with this video is for you to think about all these things. I know it's been a bit of a rant a little bit, but it's an invitation for you and food for thought on what are your expectations when you're with someone, when there's not an all-in commitment. Kind of like get realistic on that, on the kind of stuff you can expect, and maybe thinking about the fact that if you both go all in, fully on in, super intentional, invite you to reconsider and owning the desire of being fully committed in a marriage. Okay? Food for thought. I mean, other than that, I mean, how different is it having a one-night stand to having a 2-month situationship or having a 2-year situationship? Just please tell me the difference. Maybe in the 2-year, you got to play house. Maybe you got to have instant gratification for a period of time, for it to end up in nothing. So this is a video for you to stop thinking in the short term and start thinking in the long term, and start coming up with a strategy. And if you're not able to come up with a strategy, that's what dating coaches and relationship coaches can help you with. In my courtship for marriage course, that is exactly what we talk about. We talk about a strategy, a framework, a container, a set of boundaries that will allow you to fulfill your long-term goals, right? So an invitation to make you reconsider what commitment is, and an invitation to stop doing what you've been doing that is not giving you results. Alrighty, ladies. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you think that a year or a 2-year relationship, is what you want. Or let me know what you think about commitment. Let me know your thoughts. I'd be interesting to hear. So talk to you ladies, and bye for now.